This is my queued up. Queued up's basically a series of vlogs and other things that don't quite fit into queued presents or queued plays or video game series. But today, what I wanted to talk about was just how I ended up here. I'm not a video creator of any sort, or at least in the past I wasn't. I have no experience or talent in the field, and I'm very much learning on the go. I don't even have the software to edit this video. I'm gonna shoot it in one take, hopefully, and then just have Mark stick a beginning and end on this, and hopefully that works out for you guys. If I look down, I'm just looking at notes here that I have taken to kind of keep me on track. But what kind of set me on this path to being a part of Q'd and working with Mike and Mark is really I was approached and asked by Mike to participate in and to help out. When he asked me, I was really excited to try it out. I always wanted to try and create something and be a bit more of a creator and be more on the creative end of it, because I've always been a consumer of YouTube videos. But this was a chance to definitely be on the other side. I've attempted in the past to do a blog on a couple different topics, but it never really quite took off or had the it never just grabbed me the way I wanted to. But so far so good with QTV. Q Presents is our series of interviews that are highlighting people and nerd and geek culture here in the city, and hopefully we'll be able to expand that at some point. But I was just really, what kind of hooked me was just I was curious about what it would take to see if I was capable. You know, you have to be organized, you have to kind of stay on task, which is something I kind of pride myself in, but I'm not necessarily that great at it. So this was a great chance for me to really test that out. And also, just was I willing to put myself out there to record something like this is not really something I've really ever excelled at, and to just kind of sit here and stare into a camera talking to an audience has always been a bit of a stretch for me, and something I can't say I've always been super comfortable with or particularly good at. So hopefully, you know, over some time you'll kind of go on this journey with me and see me progress and hopefully get better, I imagine. But some of the folks that I would follow were like more of the tech related folks from a few years ago that are still actually quite big. There's your NKBHDs, your Austin Evans, who are on more of the tech side of things. Lamar Wilson, who's kind of more of a general vlogger, but he's just very consistent, puts out a lot of stuff, and I really like when he gets into kind of the more personal end of things. I've had the pleasure of being able to follow him for a while. He's gone through quite the journey on his channel. He's pretty silly, but entertaining. He has a teacher's background, and I think he's actually quite good at putting out a message when he wants to. Hilah Cooking is another one. It's really weird. I can't cook at all, but for some reason her channel's it's really on point. She's very personable, excellent at creating her videos and making cooking seem simple. So her videos I never miss. I watch all of them, even though I really don't attempt to cook any of them, but I always enjoy them. Wheezy Waiter, who's very popular in the YouTube world, was another one who's very consistent with his videos, puts out a lot of great content. I mean, if you haven't heard of him, check him out, but chances are you've probably come across him. Amy Schmittauer from the Savvy Sexy Social channel. She is a social media expert and vlogger. So I follow her quite religiously as well, and I try to use some of her tips and tactics in our channel. It's going to take its time, but it'll get there, and hopefully we'll be able to build an audience and make this something that everybody can be proud of and follow. And also Gary Vaynerchuk, who is more, he's on YouTube. He has his Ask Gary V series right now. He started off on Wine Library, and that was probably the very first series of videos I would follow, was Wine Library TV. But he's been a great influence on me just as a professional in my work career, and just overall, just drive and grind. I have all of his books to this point, and if you're looking to bone up on your social media expertise or just your business drive, I definitely recommend following Gary V. But for my goals with the channel, I think we're just looking to tell great stories, put people's amazing stories out there. I really should thank all the people who have sat down with us and let us ask some questions. This is a project of passion, and for them to sit down and talk about their passions with us, we are extremely grateful. It really means a lot to us for them to do that. But yeah, those connections have been really great and extremely valuable, and we hope to continue. We basically have our first series or season of interviews kind of all set up, and we're looking to tighten those up and get those finished. So we're really excited about that. Q'd Presents is really the heart of all of this, and really what we were looking to achieve, and I think it's coming together quite well. So it's something to be quite proud of. And we're really overall just hoping to engage with the community as a whole, and have a bit of fun, and hopefully, again, just produce something that they can be proud of as well. Before myself, I'm really just looking to challenge myself. I'm a guy who likes to work and keep busy, and this has been a great way for me to stay motivated, and just to get up in the morning, get some things done before I go to my day job and take care of things. So it's been great for that, but also, again, just put myself out there and really try and tell my story a little bit and talk about some of the things I'll be interested in. So this won't be the last of this style of vlog. Hopefully, maybe I'll be able to, I don't know, light this better, or I don't know what needs to be done. I'm sure Mark will tell me at some point. And ultimately just make a few friends along the way. It's about, there's always networking and connections and all that sort of thing. But there's also just friends and having a few laughs and just getting to know people a little bit better. I'm not an expert in any of these fields, and I will never claim to be, but I admire all of them, and I like to stay on top of them and to see what's out there, and to really just talk to people and to get to know them. So yeah, that's my vlog right there, and on why I'm a part of this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll throw it out to Mike and Mark to do one of these as well, to just kind of talk a little bit about what got them to this point. But really, that's it. I want to thank you guys again for following us and liking our Facebook page and following us on YouTube. That really means a lot. Watching our videos, that really goes a long ways for us, of course. If you guys ever have any suggestions or something you think is cool, just let us know, and we'll do what we can to try and get it covered with our resources. So yeah, thanks. Subscribe, like. If you have any questions or comments, post them in the comments or on our Facebook page. And yeah, that's it. Peace.